Trevor Culver, 19 years old from Lucan, Ontario, and I'm the driver of the #1 champion Spark Plugs Chevy Camaro. We made a small adjustment for qualifying here, but I think we're going to have a real good #1 race car to qualify and hopefully a better one to race tomorrow. You know, when we qualify anywhere in the top 5, I'd be happy. I think we got a pretty good long run car, and as long as we can get anywhere in the top 5 or 10, I think we'll be happy with that.
Ended up third fastest on the board, but he did turn the fastest first lap. We thought it was coming. Daryl, a 20.8 for lap #1. What happened lap 2?
Once I got out of shape in turn 1, I decided, you know what, if I'm going to screw up a lap, I'm going to royally screw it up. So I tried to fishtail it pretty good, coming out of 3 and 4 and make a show of it. But yeah, 20.8, we're sitting in third. I'm happy with that. So got a good starting position. So take that forward going into tomorrow's race and see if we can knock off those top 2.
Well, we ended up lining up 12th for the first run, and basically the first one was, if we got the car, we got the car, and we're going to try and go to the front. If not, drive hard, get as many spots as we can, and observe as much as possible. The car wasn't handling great, but kept it straight and just kept picking them off one by one, one by one. Last restart got us all bunched up, and we lost a spot going into turn 1, and we gained 2 coming out, so that ended up well. I really think if we would have started in the top 8 or 7, we would have had a good shot in the top 5, if not a top 3, but like I said, 12th to 8th, not a bad opening run for the Great Canadian Race weekend.
The car was handling great all day. I just had nothing for that 7 car. I was driving my heart out, as hard as I could. As great as the car was handling, he was out there for a Sunday afternoon cruise. I just could not keep up with him. That 7 team has something figured out, and they've proved it all year. Basically, got completely screwed over by a terrible call during the race. Turns out pushing a guy down the front straightaway is against the rules, but hammering a guy under caution and trying to push him into the wall under caution is completely okay. I'm going to note that under the lessons learned for future races.
Started 8, just picked them off one by one, and we got up to 3rd spot, and then it got exciting from there. Restart happened, didn't play out the way I wanted. Like I said, the car wasn't handling awesome. It was a decent car, but I really had trouble on the bottom. I had to run another half groove higher to make the car handle, so on that bottom we kind of lost a spot on the restart. And from there we restarted on the high side. Every restart after, we we had a couple really good shots, and I could hang with them on the outside, no problem. But Gemmel leading, got sideways, kind of stacked him up behind me. I was on the high side, got screwed by that, fell back to 6th. Worked our way back up to 5th on the high side before the lights went out on the night in the season, and overall not a bad night.
Ultimately, I'm really happy to have our speed back and to be competitive again. The car really fell off in the midway of the season, but we've got it back now, so things are working well. The Delaware Flam Road Challenge has been a pretty cool experience this year, but the driving styles just are way too different between the two tracks for this to work long term. We're just going to end up spending tons of money, and it's going to suck the fun out of what it's meant to be.